Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Blackballed Advice TV, Ringo TV Reactions. We are back with another video, fam. This one is pretty much circulating all over the web, and it's concerning Will Smith and Chris Rock. And a lot of people are making videos, sharing their thoughts and what have you about this situation. I want to share mine. If you're joining in the show, be sure to click the like button so that the video can pretty much get out there and reach more people. It's Blackballed Advice TV, the best channel on YouTube, hands down. You already don't know what it is. Subject matter: Will Smith slap Chris Rock on stage. Real or fake? Yeah. We got to deal with this one. Yeah. Again, fam, if you're joining in on the show, make sure you click that like button. Subscribe to the channel, Blackballed Advice TV. Also, subscribe to my Ringo TV Raw channel. That being said, fam, let's get into this video, find out exactly what's going on, because this is really something that's weird, that just popped up out of the blue, and I want to talk about it. We have Will Smith versus Chris Rock. Real or fake? What are your thoughts about this one? As we sit back and enjoy the show, everybody's all over YouTube talking about this. People believe it. Some people saying it's fake. I just want to share my thoughts. That being said, let's take a look at the footage, fam. Let's go. Oh, hold on a second. Let me get the volume up, fam. Let me get the volume up. Pause the video. Volume was down. All right. All right, here we go. Volume is up. Let me rewind that back. Let me see. Rewind this back over here. Okay. All right, let's go. This is really an interesting topic here because I believe it's staged.
Who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated.
Now, the first thing that I look at when I look at footage like this, right, is the fact that these are all actors. These are all actors. They get paid to act. Comedians get paid to act. Everybody do what they do. It's all a script. Me, when I make these videos, I do my videos live recordings. That's why in the beginning you see a little error. I didn't edit nothing. I left it right there because it's real. Now in Hollywood, everything is staged. Everything is fake. He talked about who has the toughest job. And when you really think about that, it would be wise to say that he's the one who have the toughest job because of what took place in the night during that broadcast. Another thing that you have to consider when you have critical thinking is the fact that if this is broadcast to the whole world, right, why did they just allow Will Smith just to rock out and nothing took place? See, these are all the things that people are not paying attention to. Here on Blackballed Advice TV, we don't run with the hype. We don't run with the wow factor. We actually use critical thinking, and we look at things from a logical point of view, not just the entertainment value, but we actually dive into what's going on here. These type of events are very high scale. So they're not just going to allow somebody to just walk up on a stage, assault a man, and then it just goes unpunished. Do you follow me? Let's listen in.
Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it.
Now, he he started off with a joke, G.I. Jane 2. If you're familiar with G.I. Jane, you would know that the woman don't have no hair. It is said, based on talks over the internet, all over social media, you could even Google that, Jada appears to have some sort of condition that I guess her hair don't grow in certain places or whatever have you, right? So Chris Rock, being that he's a comedian, he cracks a joke about G.I. Jane 2, which is a joke, right? She's bald. It is what it is. Comedians make fun of gay people. They crack gay jokes. They joke about different actors. They get very personal at times, but you know that they're a comedian. You know that they're joking. So for Will Smith to get in his fee-fees over this issue and decide to walk up on stage to strike another man, and then no security comes out to address the issue, there is no I guess representative of the event to come on the stage and say, we apologize to the public, we apologize for the viewers that witnessed that. There was none of that. So when we really consider what's going on, and at least from my perspective, because I don't watch TV, I'm just looking at the YouTube streets, so I don't sit around watching award shows or whatever the case is, so I don't know if any spokesperson came out and address the issue to the public. I don't know about that. If it happened, then hey, it is what it is. I don't know. I'm just going off of the clip that I have before me. And based on what I'm seeing, Chris Rock made a joke. And it is what it is. How many times have we heard jokes? Jokes that most people would probably get mad about. I mean, look how many times they made jokes about Mike Tyson. Look how many times they impersonated his voice. That's not designed to make him feel better. You know, he could take that very personal, but they're comedians. That's what they do. That's their job. So for Will Smith to react the way he did, there has to be an underlying issue that caused that situation. Either some deep rooted hurt that is boiling within inside of him, or it's just to promote a particular movie or an agenda. And you have to look at it for what it is. The event between Will Smith and Chris Rock was in fact staged. Yeah, it's staged. This type of stuff happen all the times in Hollywood. These are professional actors. It looked real. Even the people in the audience are shocked. It looked very real. But when something is that real, you also see security come out. Do you understand me? Because you just can't go up there and do that. Let me break it down even further for you. If there was a woman on stage and she said, hey, Will and Jada, I love you guys. Hey, Jada, I can't wait to see, something Jane 2. And a woman did that. Would Will Smith have gone up there and slapped the woman? Do you follow me? See, a lot of you're so easily deceived, right? You're so easily deceived. It's very easy for you to believe that it's believable and real because he allegedly slapped. Because if you really think about the way the slap actually happened and the camera angle, that's typically of what they do in movies. It was totally fake. Do you understand me? It was totally fake. And I need for people to understand that. It was fake. Because the way the camera was set up and the way Chris Rock was like welcoming the slap. If you see the part where I guess Will was walking up to Chris, it was as if though Chris was waiting to be slapped. And it's like very, very suspicious, to say the least, because he had his head like forward, like leaning in, like waiting for the slap to come in. And then he instantly pulled back very, very quickly. So in the process of him pulling back and the process of Will striking him, the velocity of the slap was not on target and it wasn't real. And then there was a sound effect that made it sound as if though he was struck. It was totally staged. Do you understand me? Let's roll the clip. Let's hear some more and find out what's going on here. Let's go.
All right. That was a nice one. Okay.
Notice he said that was a nice one, meaning that the joke wasn't really like offensive. It was a nice one, it was just a joke. And again, comedians have been telling jokes for years, cracking on people, cracking on different people's body parts, the way they look, their height, their voice, a lot of stuff. You understand? And it never resulted to someone just walking on stage. Typically, when you see someone walking on a stage, security is supposed to be there to protect the actors. But for whatever reason, nobody was there to protect Chris Rock. They just let everything rock out. And they're on a stage because everything was staged. Maybe I'm the only guy on YouTube that actually have common sense to understand when something is real from fake. And based on Hollywood, everything is staged and it has a purpose behind it. Because when you really think about it, and we're going to talk about that more. Let me just get back into the clip. Let's go.
I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow.
Notice that. He slaps him. He says, "Oh, wow." Is that the way a man responds when he's getting slapped? No. A lot of people are going around saying that Chris Rock was in good character. He took it like a man. He remained professional. He did this and that. Listen, if the man got slapped like that, right, and it was real, right, real, you would see staff from that particular academy or whatever the case is come out to make sure that Chris is all right. You understand? They would walk on the stage immediately and be like, "You all right? Everything's good? You okay?" And then somebody would go to Will Smith and escort him to the back and be like, "Yo, what are you doing? What are you doing?" This was staged to make it look real, to bring home a point. And when you understand the entire video, there was a particular section where Will Smith gave an apology. You've seen him crying, all of that stuff. All of that stuff is staged, fam. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. You understand? And it was all designed to make it look like he's protecting his family because he brought up the movie. Remember the movie that he was in and that he was being nominated for with Serena Williams and so forth, and another movie and whatnot. So when you factor in the fact that he was talking about a particular movie and how he was there to protect the family and do X, Y, and Z and fight for the family and do what he got to do. What he's basically essentially saying is that him going on that stage to rectify that situation with Chris was to protect his family. My thing is this. So if Will Smith can go on stage and strike Chris Rock for cracking that joke, should we now have a trend of people just jumping on stage attacking comedians based on what they say? Are we setting a new trend that says if comedians are telling jokes and you don't like the jokes, or if the jokes is too personal, that they deserve to be pretty much attacked, assaulted, and so forth? Is that what Will Smith is promoting? You see that? This is very important. We got to understand this because what you seen in that video was staged to push an agenda. The agenda was finalized when Will Smith was having his moment of speech after his nomination. He went up to the podium to speak, and he began to share his thoughts about what is going on. He started to cry and all this other stuff. And again, these are actors. Actors, they know how to cry. They know how to do all of that stuff. They can make it look very real, even to the point where the people in the audience believe it's real. You understand? Because in my mind of mine, when I look at things like this, right, the first thing that goes through my mind is, why is he reacting this way now? I mean, when men was disrespecting his wife, when his wife was disrespecting him, when his wife was all over social media doing a whole bunch of stuff, you know what I'm saying? When she was doing all of that mess all over social media, talking this and that and how they have this and she has her entanglement and she embarrasses man so many times. It's just not, it's not kosher to be on a public stage like that. And you want to go after Chris Rock for what he had to say, but you don't go and leave your wife for all the things she said. You know, it just doesn't add up. So I really don't see the passion that's behind what's going on. In my humble opinion, it was all to promote that movie, perhaps to get more sales of that movie, perhaps to bring awareness about protecting your family and so forth. At the same time, what we got to think about is this: are comedians safe? Are comedians safe now because of what Will Smith done? Is it appropriate now that if a comedian is doing a stand-up act and routine, should he now be concerned for his life because of what Will Smith did? You know, we got to really think about that. Let's roll the footage again. Let's go.
Wow. Richard. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Wow. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, Richard.
Notice Chris Rock's posture is almost as if though he's waiting for the slap. Look at his posture. You see that? Normally, you would have your hands out, but no, he have his hands behind his back. It's almost as if though he know he's about to get slammed. Again, everything was staged because a man, after making a joke, let's say, for example, you made a joke, you realize that Will Smith don't look too happy, right? You're not going to be in that posture when a man is walking towards you, right? It's not like he was walking on stage to shake your hand. You're going to be in the stance of preparing to defend yourself. But if you look at Chris Rock's posture, he have his hands behind his back. Why? To make the impact of the stage event look more real. And then we get this. You see that? But now, notice the sound effect that you heard. The velocity of the slap versus the sound effect doesn't fit based on Chris Rock's reaction. It don't fit. Let's take another listen.
Oh, wow. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard.
You see that? Now you heard that thump sound? Now, if that was Chris Rock's face getting hit like that, then guess what? He would be hurt. But Chris Rock didn't even budge. He didn't even budge. And he, based on him sized up with Will Smith, he's a smaller guy. So is it right to say that Will Smith have no power behind his slaps? That a guy Chris Rock's size was able to just take that and keep it moving? It's because it wasn't real. Because in the moment of that slap, Will Smith actually hit himself, and that made the sound effect. These are all acting techniques that you learn. These are typical acting techniques, you know, because the way the camera angles is and everything is set up, you will believe that it's real. Let's take a look again at that same scene.
Oh, wow.
You see that? Again, the slap with the microphones and everything that is next to him created the effect. And it looks real, but you forgot about one thing. Chris Rock's reaction and his so-called what's the word that I'm looking for? When you, how can I say this? When you know someone is about to hit you and you kind of just, your instincts, that's the word I'm looking for. So his instinct kicked in. So once Will Smith swung that slap, his instinct was to move away quickly. So the velocity of the slap had no power behind it. Do you follow me? And if you keep in mind, look again at Chris Rock's posture. His hands is still behind his back. Think about that. A man would not just keep his hand behind his back the whole time. It's because he know that was supposed to happen. Now, it could be twofold. It could be that Chris Rock is the one creating the sound effect by having his hand behind his back so that he can tap on the microphone that is behind his back. Because again, that sound effect was a thump and it did not hit his face because he would have rubbed his face. All of these things, based on what we're seeing, does not substantiate that this is real. It's staged. That is why his hand is behind his back the whole time. When that slap came in, he hit himself behind his back because there is a microphone or something there that made that effect. Something like that it's either he had a microphone behind him or the lavalier mic that is on Will Smith. Somebody have a mic on them because that sound effect just didn't come from nowhere, and it wouldn't make no sense for Will Smith to have a microphone pinned on him when he is in the audience sitting down with his wife. You understand? See, you're not going to get commentary like this from no other platform because nobody else thinks logically. For everybody else, it's just entertainment, another cash cow, something else to do to get some views. And I get it. You know, that's YouTube. It is what it is. But I'm not going to sit here and focus on that this is real when it's fake. In all my years in video production, in all my years on YouTube, seeing false prophets, scams, staged events, this is staged. Clearly, this is staged. Let's watch it again.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Again, you heard how loud that sound effect was? There is no way Chris Rock would still be standing up saying, oh, wow, it is fake.
Ow.
And then if you look at Will Smith as he's walking off, he has like a smirk on his face, but he's also kind of, I guess, keeping his composure. You get it? As he walk off. Now think about this. This is a mega platform, right? Now, where are the security people in the audience? Why nobody approached Will Smith, right? Why weren't there any arrests, right? A man got assaulted, right? If Will Smith did that to a woman, would everything be cool? You got to think about that, fam. You got to really think about all these different points. But now, let's look at something else here before we continue with it. Let's look at something else. Let me play this back.
Can't wait to see it, all right?
Check it out. Look, here we go.
I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it, all right?
Now, at this point, Chris Rock made the joke, right? We can clearly see that Will Smith is laughing. Everybody in the audience is laughing, right? Now, if it was such a big deal, why Will Smith didn't stand up, right? Turn to the audience and says, why are y'all laughing at my wife? Why Will Smith didn't stand up and says, my wife have a medical condition. I don't feel it's appropriate that everybody in here is laughing. It's not a laughing matter. It's not funny. You see that? Will Smith never addressed the audience. If it was really that bad of a situation, why he had no smoke for all the people in the crowd, which are a bunch of other actors. They all laughed. So even if Chris Rock told the joke, everybody that's in the audience was laughing too because they saw the humor in it. Now, of course, they most likely probably know that his wife have some sort of condition that make her lose her hair, but that doesn't mean her life is over. So what really is the issue here? What's the issue? You understand? And if this is really real, then guess what? Will Smith would be blackballed all throughout Hollywood. He would be canceled. There is no way that an actor can go on a stage like that, do what he did, and remain in character and keep his position and job and career. It just won't happen like that. He would be canceled the next day. If a man slapped a woman on stage, do you really think that the people in the audience would be cheering him on and clapping, fam? The Will Smith, Chris Rock slap issue is 100% staged and fake. Fake. Let's go.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
Now notice what? Once Will Smith started walking up, he called out a particular name. Could that be a cue for the sound effect to come in? Again, Will Smith is walking up to him with force. Any man that knows combat recognizes a threat. So for Chris Brown not to have his hands out and backing up like, hey, bro, like, yo, I didn't mean no disrespect like that. I'm just telling a joke. You notice you ain't see Chris Brown. What the hell I'm saying? Chris Brown. I don't know. Maybe he next to get slapped. I don't know. But anyway, Chris Rock pretty much was not in a position of defending himself. He didn't have his hands out. Normally, that's the first reaction that you would have. Your instincts would tell you to keep your guard up, but he kept his guard down because he was welcoming the so-called slap. Let's roll it.
Oh, wow.
Do you see the timing before the slap actually came in? Because Will Smith walked up to him, there was a pause, and then it's almost as if though, all right, brace yourself, bro, I'm about to do it. Get ready. We got to make this thing look really, really real. That's what took place, fam. These guys are actors, fam. You cannot believe this.
Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Now notice that if it was really that big of a deal, right? And he just said Will Smith smacked the blank out of him, right? The audience is still laughing at this point. Why nobody is calling the police? Why? Because it's staged, fam. The whole thing is staged. It's one big staged event. You got to peep the game. Let's go back and listen to it. Let's go.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
Now, that appears to look real to a lot of you folks, but this is all acting. This is all acting, remember. He's being nominated for a particular movie. The movie goes in line with what you see happening here. A black man protecting his family, doing X, Y, and Z to protect his wife and his kids and so forth. Everything that you see happening here, based on Chris Rock's situation with Will Smith, is all staged because, after all, he's about to win the nomination. Now think about this. You would think that after an event like that Will Smith would be canceled. They would say, look, we're not giving you nothing. This is unacceptable behavior. We cannot have this. But no, they didn't do that. They let the show continue because that's a part of the entertainment factor of Hollywood. You understand? Let's go.
Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
He said that was the greatest night in the history of television. That doesn't make any sense because he's speaking in past tense. You understand? What just took place happened right before him. But now he calls it the greatest thing in the history of television and so forth, right? And it's going to be something that's going to be remembered. But the thing is, why Will Smith is not canceled and why he haven't been arrested. And why the Academy and so forth have not, I guess, blackballed him and canceled him based on this issue. Again, is it okay for men to assault and attack comedians because they tell jokes? Will we see this start happening to women? Will we start to see men slapping female comedians because they tell jokes? See, you're not going to find commentary and criticism like this nowhere on YouTube because everybody else is just, again, focused on entertainment. They got to get those likes, they got to get their views, they got to get more subscribers, but they're not really giving you no information to actually break down the events taking place here. You can only get this on Black Male Advice TV, the only place for truth and real talk. Look, let's go back, listen to it again. Let me see, hold on a second. Let's move forward.
Yeah, Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please.
Notice he's praying that Will Smith wins because Will Smith was going to win. Everybody knows that. That's why I said the whole thing is staged, fam. The whole thing.
Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Notice that. What was so offensive that it was worth losing your own career? Think about that. In the wake of everybody being canceled. Think about that. Now, later on within the show, Will Smith came through giving his speech once they called him up for his award. And he started to say he apologized for this and apologized for that. And all of these tears and talking about just a lot of emotional stuff, right? And a lot of people have mixed feelings about the whole thing, that he's, going through a lot. He's tired of people talking about him and his family and X, Y, and Z. And, it is what it is with that situation. What I see when I see that is just a guy promoting the movie, a guy promoting an agenda about a man who's fighting for his family and so forth. And I believe that due to this staged event, we're going to see a host of other comedians getting hurt because people are going to feel it's okay to attack. And I think that even though it's a staged event, I believe that it's a bad look on Hollywood because what it says is that black men continually fight one another. That's what I see. What I see is the fact that it's okay for us as black men to fight each other and kill one another because we're in our feelings. What it shows is that black men are weak and they're so emotional that all it takes is a joke and a black man is ready to kill another black man. That's what I see. That's the agenda that I see. Because they didn't use two white guys to do this, nor did they use two women to do this. They used Will Smith, who's supposed to be a clean-cut guy, never been in no trouble, always, great actor, talented, and then you got a funny guy, Chris Rock, very talented comedian, So when you look at the situation here, it sort of make Will Smith look like a bully when you really think about this. It makes him look like a bully looking the way he went up there towards Chris Rock. It just don't, it's like, really? So again, what I see is a lot of agendas, a lot of things happening here. He had to do what he had to do because he's being paid to do it. They told him we need this image in the public. We need to see black men fighting each other. Right? We need to see this. What does this do to the rest of Hollywood? Like, are all black comedians now put on notice not to talk about Will Smith and his wife, or else they're gonna get slapped? Like, what's really the message here? Do comedians now have to, I guess, regulate their own comedic, entertainment to appease to the people? Do they got to water down their messages? Do they have to be careful now? Do they have to fear for their lives? What's really going on here? What is this an attack on? I mean, when you really think about why Will Smith would do this, what about all the tabloids? What about those people? They came against Will Smith. He ain't slapped them, right? Will Smith didn't slap those people. So why is it okay for him to do that to Chris Rock? Why? And make sure y'all getting the likes up on the video. Get them likes up so it can match the viewership, fam. It's very important that you do that. I don't know, fam. It is what it is. Let's just look at this thing one more time. Let's go. Notice he was laughing with Chris Rock. So if you're laughing with him, what's the issue? Because when he later on apologized, he said, when people making fun of you and doing this and that, a lot of times we're taught that, you just laugh with it and smile and this and that. And everybody is saying that, he had his breaking point. And as a people, we got to know that, certain times we got to just step up to the plate. A lot of guys are calling, Will Smith a simp for defending his wife and this and that. And first of all, man, anything that you do for your wife doesn't make you a simp. Like, you guys sound like crazy. Number two, there is nothing involved in what Will Smith done that is justified. I don't see what's the point of him trying to go up on stage to slap a man for what he said. I don't really care if his woman have a medical issue that have nothing to do with nothing. There have been many comedians making jokes about many people that had conditions. You understand? I find it very hypocritical that anyone would suggest that Will Smith pretty much was upset because his wife have a medical issue that caused her to lose her hair. And for Chris Rock to say what he said was very disrespectful because, his wife have a condition. Well, what about all the comedians that make gay jokes towards people in that community? What about those guys? Huh? I mean, if we're going to say something about one thing, then we need to say it about all. Right? I guess no comedian should be making gay jokes because I guess a person who is living that alternative life, how about their feelings? What about how they feel? See that? So we got to be very careful with what we're saying here. Will Smith did what he did because that was a part of the show. Similar to a halftime show at a Super Bowl or whatever the case is, it was all staged. Yeah.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
Now, when he says, he know the guy is pissed off and he know the guy is coming to do something to him. So why is he just standing there, fam? Think about that. Why is he just standing there? He's just standing there waiting to take a slap. That's what he's waiting for, fam. It's staged. Look at it.
Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
Now, think about this, fam. Why Will Smith had no smoke for the audience? Why he's not doing that? Come on, man. We can sit back and we can say, yeah, Chris Rock, kept his composure. Kept cool, kept it professional. But that's what they want you to believe. They want you to believe that it was real. So you can look and see like, okay, he learned his lesson not to do X, Y, and Z. And X, no. This was all stage, fam.
Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Anyway, y'all, you already done know what it is. We're gonna get out of here. Will Smith slaps Chris Rock on stage, real or fake? In my humble opinion, it is totally fake, fam. The best content creator on YouTube. Black Male Advice TV. Ringo TV Raw. Bringing you the best reactionary videos and commentary and criticism on YouTube, hands down. Make sure you get the likes up on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell for more content. This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut the way you need to hear it. Tune in next time for another classic reactionary video. Black Male Advice TV. We out, fam. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. I'm out.